This video is going to be about just reforging. So you go to your champion page and you click on equipment. Then you click on this section, reforge items. Up here you can see there's percentages of what you can get back depending on what you put in to this input section. This is for your what do you call them, for crafting your red gear and stuff, your mythic bars. You craft this stuff to fill this up. We will be doing that at the same time. What I usually do, because this is a highly destructive form of the game, if you will, is I try to avoid things where there's only a couple, like there's only one of these. You think like, what is that? What good is that? I can just do that. I'll get rid of that or this one. Well, you might need that. And trust me, when you are reforging, you're going to find out something like this, you might need it. As you can see, I hardly have anything. I have a broken screen, and it makes it very hard to reforge. Although right now it's clean. Normally it flickers like crazy. So what I do is I scroll to the bottom, and I find stuff that I have at least maybe 5 or 10 of, and I just start in the basement. As you can see, when you fill this up, it'll say 60% is going to come back common gear. 40% will come back, I think it's rare gear. Or no, uncommon gear. And then 0% for the others. But I just keep on doing this. Well, once I fill it up, it won't fill up. Got a broken mouse too. What's going on here? You do not meet the requirements. There's something screwy going on with my game. This is supposed to be a tutorial. You do not meet the requirements. Do not meet the requirements to do that right now. What? Let's try another screen. I don't know. What kind of requirements do I need? I have 226 million silver. This is ridiculous. Now it's working again. I have no idea what just happened there. But this is, what do we call it? Game flaw? March of technical errors? But you can see how this is very tedious. Extremely tedious. You're going to keep on doing this. And I might quit there because it'll turn it down to 4. Then I'll go on to another one. I always start usually in the basement because these are the cheapest things. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reforge up. That is my technique. Reforge up. Suppose I can do this one down to 5. Then go past it. Find another one. See, I just got another one of those crude boots. You think like, oh, what do you need crude boots for? Crude boots are coming back in style, let me tell you. So you need them. They will eventually be coming back in style. You will find that out when you're crafting something. But then I progressively go on to each one. Now, one of the reasons I don't go to Legendary. I'm actually using this one right now. It's good to know exactly what you're using. Now, to make this thing, just to demonstrate this thing, I could get rid of some of this gear. I don't think I need 45 of these. It's very costly, 800,000. And it's generally going to give me junk. You never get anything good here. For example, I need Martha's chest plate. I've never seen Martha's chest before, but it is a very desirable item. And that's why I avoid this, because it just usually gives things like this, things like this. It just gives very simple, low level 60 and under type items. It's not going to give you anything good. Nothing good at all. That's why I start in the basement, and then I move on to this section. Now, I do the whole thing for a while. After I've just done some crafting. I've done some crafting, and I'm stuck. And I'm sick of gathering, and I don't want to do adventures right now. So I will go through this whole section and bring everything down to about 5. The entire section. Find anything that has more than 9 or 10 or something, and bring it down to 5. Leave a few, because you might need them. But keep on doing it. And then, you go on after you do all that. I haven't done it yet. Now you got to be very careful. The more you go up, the more significant the item is. Some of these items are used in the things you are currently crafting. Now, if you remember, you can get rid of them. See, they're destroyed. You got one thing back for 4 items. So this is highly destructive. And another reason why I don't do this stuff too much is this stuff is fairly valuable in the crafting. This consists of pieces of blue, pieces of green, pieces of white or whatever. This, because it's Russian dolls, as I say, Russian dolls. I know stuff I don't really need. I can go do this. It's very expensive, but look what I just got. I got the Traveler's Gauntlets. That is a problem for me to get, but that is very good. Now, if you have silver to spare, I'm actually saving up for another thing, and you want to accelerate. You don't want to get carpal tunnel going from 404 to 1.50K. You could go in here and find some of the things you might not need, but who knows, you might need them someday. Yes, this can be a little bit suicidal, if I can find one. Probably went right past it. This one is very small, 17 inches, I think. Too small for me. Right now it's not flickering, though. Normally it's blinding. Here we go. I stuck it at the bottom. See, this is the type of thing you're going to get. Dragon Bane. But then again, mouse is dead. Then again, if I can get to the top, where is that Dragon Bane? I know for a fact I can craft this rather easily. If I ever needed one of these, I got 4 of them. Bye. And they gave me junk. Complete junk. I will pair that with some other junk. But be careful what kind of junk you put with that. Some of this junk later makes stuff. I just want to explain the thing at the top. So I might be reluctant. Might. Boots of destruction. Yes, I will be destroying them very soon. Illustrious boots. Are they really illustrious? I needed the butcher. See, with crafting, if you have the silver and you have the gear, this is a very fast way to get what you need. Now I'm at that level at the top here. So I just got I believe they give you 100. Where is it? I think I had 50 and now I have 100. Sounds about right. But that's the basics that I use for crafting. I mean for reforging. I start again in the basement, left to right, and I reforge the entire section down to like 4 or 5 items. Just keep a couple. Never reforge anything too low because of later. Try to find things that have like 10. And the whole idea, just to wrap it all up, is when you go to craft the things you want, like this, you go up to the thing you want, bang. But you go right back to where you started. And here's your Traveler's Gauntlet again. Can I do this? Can't. Can I get that? Can't. That's why, unless you want to go do adventures for a while, like 1 or 2 hours in one sitting, you're not going to get any gear. And you could gather. Gathering takes, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes for me, depending. That's a long time to wait for junk gear. But after you accumulate some junk gear, you want to reforge it. Start in the basement, work from left to right, try to avoid crafting things you might need. These include anything from the blue to the purple to the gold on, because you will lose a hell of a lot more the more you go. You'll lose lots of silver and you will lose lots of gear. Trust me, I've wiped out large amounts where I can't even craft things that now are red gear that I had years before, and I had enough purple gear to craft those things, to make red gear, to make enough legendary gear, and I didn't do it. I reforged them. I crafted them. I got rid of them. Mostly reforged them. So it's a combination of things, and it takes a long time. But that's about it.